Welcome. The book you're about to hear, The Solution, is now available in stores, and you're about to experience it in its audio form. To grab your own copy, check the link in the description. Let's get started. Chapter 3. Marilyn Clark. The day began like every other at the Temporal Research Facility, but for Marilyn Clark, it felt like the first page of a new book, one she wasn't sure she wanted to read. She stood behind the front desk, straight-backed and polished, the weight of responsibility settling on her shoulders like a perfectly tailored jacket. Her blonde hair was pinned just so, and her blouse buttoned neatly to the collarbone. There was no room for softness here, not in 1952, not where she worked. Yet something in her eyes betrayed the practiced calm. A flicker of something deeper, hope, maybe, or the quiet refusal to let go of it. Reece Williams appeared in the hallway like a shadow that didn't belong, but Marilyn's gaze didn't waver. She knew him, or at least the version of him she was about to meet, the one who carried the fatigue of decades before it could fully settle on his shoulders. "Good morning, Mr. Williams," she said with the formal politeness of a woman who'd learned to hold herself apart from everything she felt. Reece smiled, hesitant. "Morning, Marilyn. I'm trying to get my bearings here." She gestured toward the rows of filing cabinets and softly humming machines beyond the lobby. "Records are that way, but if you want, I can show you." For a moment, the crisp edges between them softened. Marilyn's usual steel demeanor cracked just enough to reveal a shadow of the woman she would become, the woman who, years from now, would hide pain behind sarcasm and cigarettes. "I'd like that," Reece said. They walked together, the sound of their footsteps filling the space between words. "Back then," Marilyn began, her voice lower, less rehearsed, "people thought the future was something you earned by doing things right." Reece nodded. "Did it ever feel that way?" She smiled, almost wistfully. "Not always, but we believed it." They reached a small room where old records were stored, yellowed papers, fragile and worn. Marilyn slid open a drawer, revealing carefully labeled folders. She looked up at Reece, her eyes catching his with unexpected softness. "You know," she said quietly, "when you're alone, things feel different. Less sharp, less like armor." Reece's breath caught. For a fleeting second, the Marilyn of 1952 and the Marilyn he knew in 2025 were one, vulnerable, real, unguarded. She stepped closer, lowering her voice. "If you ever need to forget the world outside this building, I can help with that." Reece smiled, the numbness inside him thawing just a little. "Maybe I'll take you up on that," he said. Outside, the building hummed with the quiet certainty of decades still to come. But in that small, dimly lit room, time held its breath. And for Marilyn Clark, for Reece Williams, the past and future had just begun to intertwine. Thank you for listening to The Solution. It's available in stores. To grab your own copy, check the link in the description.